check that out. Cheesy chicken enchiladas. That's 2 of them. All that needs is a little bit of hot sauce, and you got some deer camp eating right there. Cheesy chicken enchiladas, y'all. Let me show you how I make them. So the first step, we got to fire up those stove here. We're gonna go about medium heat. I need a little bit olive oil. I got a medium-sized onion I diced up. We're just gonna start sweating it down. We want to soften this onion up in that olive oil. We're not trying to caramelize them, we're just sweating these onions. Now we're ready to add our garlic after about 3 minutes, and I'm just cheating today using this squeezed garlic. So I'm gonna put 2 good squeezes of it. That's all the garlic we need. The garlic don't need long. While it's doing its thing, we're gonna go ahead and add 1 can of diced green chilies that I drained. Drain as much juice off as you can. We're gonna throw those in, get them good and hot, warmed up. Starts to smell good at this point. We'll go ahead and season, y'all, because you got to season your food. Got some of that Grande Gringo. That's me, Malcom. Let's give it a few shakes. Let's get some taste of Mexicana going, Gringo style. Once we get all that warmed up, don't want to burn our garlic, so we're going to start adding the rest of our ingredients. So I've got 1 jar of Salsa Verde. Use whatever brand you like. If you want to make fresh Salsa Verde, go for it. And the sauce is what makes this really a good recipe and an easy recipe, y'all. I'm really just dumping in. Now once we start seeing that slight simmer here, just go ahead and turn your heat down a little bit. We're going to add 16 ounces of sour cream. This is what's going to make that white enchilada sauce. We're just gonna stir this sour cream in until it melts. Starts to get real creamy. You don't need high heat. You just wanna keep that heat low simmer. It'll melt pretty quick. And I like to add in some fresh chopped cilantro. Now we've got that sour cream all melted in. The goodness of the onions and the peppers and the garlic and the salsa verde. It's time to start adding some shredded cheese, y'all. And I've got some Monterey Jack. We're gonna add a couple handfuls to get going. It's about 8 ounces total, but you wanna put it in slow and melt it in. So I got my little spoon. I know it's gonna be hot. It's cheesy. It's good, but it needs a little bit more seasoning. So I'm gonna hit it with some more of that Gringo, but I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of salt and pepper. That's that TX brisket rub. We'll get this mixed in, turn our heat off. Now we're ready for phase 2, which is the chicken. Now let's put these enchiladas together. I've got 1 whole pulled chicken. Now I seasoned this one with my Gringo seasoning, smoked it until it was done, and then shredded it up. You could use it for all kinds of things, but you could also cheat. You could use a rotisserie chicken, you could boil the chicken, you could roast it, doesn't matter. You just need 1 whole chicken. Now I'm gonna take half of my white chicken enchilada sauce, add it to that chicken, that cheesy, creamy goodness. Then you just wanna fold that sauce in with that pulled chicken. This is gonna be the filling for our enchiladas. I want all that goodness on the chicken. So now I'm gonna take a couple spoons of this sauce and put in the bottom of a greased casserole dish. Just kind of spread it around. If you need some more, that's okay. It's just kind of a foundation for our enchilada. You want to save enough to cover them on the top too, though, so don't use all of it on the bottom. You just want something on the bottom, but if you grease that pan, it'll help it not stick. So for this, I'm using flour tortillas. You could use corn tortillas if you want to. That's a traditional enchilada. But we like them with flour here at Bug Junkies Camp. But what you're gonna do is take these soft shells and add some of our chicken mixture right to the middle of it. And then we're gonna take them and just kind of fold it over. You don't have to worry about tucking it. It's an enchilada, not a burrito. We're not rolling it. But once you get them nice and tucked over, take them seam side down and put it right in that casserole dish. Then we're just gonna line them up here. So get a little line going. A little assembly line action. Chicken stuffing, fold over, wrap the top, flip it upside down. It's that easy, folks. There we go. Full casserole dish of enchiladas. We're gonna add the remaining sauce over the top and cover it with more Monterey Jack cheese. Now just hit it with a little bit of that Grande Gringo over the top for a little more flavor. Preheat that oven to 350 degrees, and once it comes up to temp, go ahead and slide those enchiladas in there on the middle shelf. It's been 30 minutes. Let's look and see how our enchiladas are doing. Don't burn yourself. Oh man, we got melted cheese. We got it looking good, that Gringo on top. The last thing I'm gonna do is top it with a little bit of cilantro. That's totally optional if you don't want it, but I think it makes it pop. Gives it a little bit of freshness. Before everybody gets in here, y'all know I'm gonna get one out and try it. I'm gonna try to sneak one of these out of the edge here. See if I can do it, what it does. Oh yeah, look at that. Dripping cheese. That's an enchilada. And I've got a little Mexican Valentina hot sauce. Use whatever kind of hot sauce you like. Just give it a little drizzle over the top. It don't need a whole lot. That's a cheesy chicken enchilada, folks. And it's hot and steamy, but I gotta try it. This is what I've been waiting on. I know how good these are as I cook them all the time. Sugar's gonna be hot. Uh-oh. How that steam come off. Am I brave enough to try it without hurting myself? Let's see. Cheesy chicken enchiladas. That's what's for dinner at deer camp.